Hey everyone, I'm making this video for the Hack Reactor Scholarship, and today I'll be teaching you how to solder. Some of the components you will need are 1. A soldering iron, 2. Some solder, 3. Some components. Here I have some resistors, 4. A piece of perf board. Here I'm using an Arduino shield, or Arduino Wi-Fi shield. It's a little expensive, but if I need it down the road, I could just remove the components. The first thing you want to do is turn on your soldering iron and let it heat up. Ideally, you would want it to be around 320 degrees for surface mounted devices and 370 degrees for through-hole components, which is what we have here. Usually I just set it to 400 degrees because that's what I'm used to. You want it to be hot enough that it heats up the components and lets you solder as quickly as possible without damaging the component. After your soldering iron has been heated up, you want to clean it off and then you want to tin it. Tinning is applying a small bit of solder onto the tip, so that way heat can transfer from the tip onto the solder and then onto your components. This allows the heat to transfer more quickly, which reduces the time it takes to actually solder components on. So next, you want to put the components onto the board. For this board, we just have these holes and we stick the components through. There are components on the board, and now we have soldered from the back. So light touch, and you just put the solder on. You want to touch both components, like the golden ring on the bottom and the wire at the same time. That way the heat transfers both parts, and the solder would just stick to them automatically. So I just snipped off the ends of the other components, and I left one wire here. So if we were to connect this resistor to this one, we would just bend down this wire, and we will solder that wire also. After you're done, you can just snip off the ends. And now you have connection from that resistor to that one. And that's how you solder. I hope you found this information useful. I didn't go too in depth on how to solder, but the best way to learn is to do it yourself. So get out there and solder.